Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. New microphones, so hopefully you can hear me good. We will find out. And let's hope I don't have to record this once because this is a lot of stuff. We got a grocery haul for you today. Welcome back to our channel. Big grocery haul. I have hopefully got our meats for the month-ish. We'll see. Went to Sam's Club and Walmart. Spent the most of our money at Sam's. $419.37 grocery budget at Sam's. But everything I got at Sam's was food. And the majority of that is meats, because of course, you know, meat's expensive. I'm pretty sure I spent about $200 just on meats alone, or more. And then at Walmart, okay, Walmart, I spent $263.92, but only $109.02 of it was grocery budget. The rest of it was clothes we needed for winter time. And hopefully we took care of now, because I don't think I put it on, recorded it, but we got mittens. We got some extra gloves for some of the kids a couple weeks ago. I don't remember if I put that on the video or not, but did do that. But today, a bunch of us needed some pants for winter and one needed shirts. So I'll show you those, but those are not accounted for on grocery budget. So let's see, well, grocery budget total, I spent $528.39 grocery budget this week. And this is kicking off the month of November. Today is November 1st. So this is kicking off the month of November grocery budget. Although, as you know, we're way over our grocery budget. Actually, unless I forgot to write some down in my notebook, I only come up to like $700 something for the month, for last month. So that's pretty good. But like I said, that's unless I forgot to write some stuff down, but I don't know. So, but I'm not really calculating my grocery budget right now. I'm just trying to record how much I'm spending, because we are kind of really changing a lot of the things we're doing food-wise since Henry's diagnosis. So, got a lot of stuff. I'm about to get, I think I'm going to start with getting all the cold stuff out so that we can then put that away. Well, a bunch of the meats I'm going to repackage. Not all of them, though. But a bunch of the meats I'm going to have to repackage. So, we're going to go ahead and get this stuff out and go from there. Okay, so most of our cold stuff came from Sam's, but I'm going to show you the couple cold things that came from Walmart because they're almost more vital to get in the freezer first. And I can find them easier. To start with, we got 4 things of the small curd, 4% milk fat cottage cheese, and those are $2.87 each. I got 4 of these. Some of you may know I'd slowed down on how many of these I was buying. We were going through about 4 of them in 2 weeks. I slowed down on how many I was buying because Henry slowed down on how much of them he was eating. But I got a new cookbook that one of my aunts gifted me. It's technically a carnivore cookbook, but I needed more ways to cook meats. And there are actually a lot of recipes in there that would be ways for me to make various breads and stuff for Henry that would be very low carb and high protein. So we're going to give some of those a try. And a lot of them call for cottage cheese and one other thing that I'll show you in a minute. I think for a few of the recipes I want to try, there's a couple other ingredients that I need to get that I did not get today. But, you know, we'll work on it. Having cottage cheese and this other item on hand makes it so there are a lot of recipes in that book that I can make. So we got 4 of those. I also got my husband, again, the 100% orange juice. He's been using that. He drinks a small glass of that when he takes his medicine in the morning. So that one is, where'd it go? There it is, OJ. $6.92 for that. Now, we did also get our snacks this morning. I did not buy drinks. We took some of these that we had at home with us And the 2 youngest boys had their sippy cups full, and I took 3 of those. So they were plenty cold enough in the car. But for snacks, we got 2 bags. We got 2 bags of the Cheeto Crunchies for Ella and Austin, who shared with Jace. $2.38 for those. I had a small can of Pringles for $1. And then Henry had teriyaki bites for $4.97, but I will be showing you some of those later. That was all the cold stuff off Walmart. Alrighty, then I'm gonna go down the list. We got a bag of fresh broccoli. Normally I buy it frozen, but Ella has discovered she likes broccoli raw. So I decided to go ahead and buy it fresh, and we're just gonna have to make sure we use it fairly quickly. I may make me some broccoli salad if I have all the other ingredients I need for it. I'm not sure. But buying it fresh, I can put some raw on Ella's plate and cook some for Henry and Austin. So we did that. We got that. That was $3.74 for a 2-pound bag. What was that one? Oh. I couldn't remember how much butter I had in the freezer. I was pretty sure I was down to either 1 or 2 boxes. So I grabbed another 4-pack of the sweet cream butter salted Members Mark brand. That was $11.84. Then we got 5 of the 3-pack cucumbers, which gives us 15 total. Probably not enough for 2 whole weeks. I will probably have to buy some more next weekend if I have the money for it. But those were $3.15 each. Get do that later. Multi-pack of peppers. Me and my niece have been going through those fairly quickly. $6.72. I do still have a little bit of the last one left. So I may freeze some of this one. We'll see. There's more cucumbers. Oh, the peppers is $6.72. I can't remember if I said that or not. I got a 2-pound thing of strawberries. That is $8.62. And there's a little story behind this. $3.86 for a pack of avocados. I do not know how to do anything with avocados. I have never had avocado. I've never eaten avocado. Yes, I know. That's nuts, right? And it's supposed to be really good for you. The kids wanted me to buy it last week, and I chickened out. So I told myself that was bad. They wanted to try a really good for them fruit, and I chickened out. So we got it. We're going to figure this out. Whether they like it sliced, or if I figure out how to make avocado something with it. Anyways, so we got some. That's $3.86 for that. You're not behaving. We got some more of the jalapeno cheddar smoked sausages that Austin liked. I was going to get him some of these and some of this kielbasa's. These were cheaper, and Austin was like, well, just get those then. He said, I like them better anyways. So I got 2 packs of these for $12.94. And we're going to repackage these so that I can put most of them in the freezer and get him out just like a couple at a time. So we're going to repackage those. There's 12 in each of them. Those were $12.94 each. We'll do that one in a little bit. Yeah. Now, y'all know I normally get just like the big 10 or 20 pound bag of chicken. I think it's 10 pounds at Sam's. I've decided to switch it up. I went ahead and got these. I think it's technically cheaper. Granted, it's a little bit less. But, I mean, I normally break that up into various bags. I don't know if it's cheaper or not. Probably not. But I got 4 of the boneless, skinless chicken breasts from the fresh section. And so varying prices. Let's see on here. I've got a $16.15, $16.23, $16.01, and a $16.73. So all of them just under $17. We got 4 of them. We're gonna see how we like that. And I'm debating whether I'm gonna use one of those or one of the hamburgers tonight. I also got 4 of these, which I'll have to decide if I want to repackage that chicken. We are getting to where we go through more chicken when we do that as well. So one package of those might do us a 1 meal. It might do 2. We'll see. But this, we are getting to where this is going to do us 1 meal. Because like if I make that ground beef casserole, I need to use a whole one of these and not just a half. So I'm going to figure out, I may not repackage these. We may just use a whole one now. Because with us doing more meat and less, you know, not doing pasta and other stuff as much, we're going through more meat. So I got 4 of these. Those are also varying prices. We got a $24.89, $24.62, $24.78, $24.62. So all in the $24 range. We also got a bag of salmon fillets, boneless, skinless. We cooked some of these last week. We basically sliced, we made them nugget size, and we basically made us some teriyaki salmon nuggets. And me and Henry and the other kids loved them. They were really good. Austin had worked super late that night. He didn't have any. He ate out. So, but I think even he'd like them. He's not big on salmon. So next time I make them, I'll make sure he gets at least a try. He's not normally big on salmon. Shrimps and things like that he likes. That was $23.94. And then we'll show those in a little bit. We got some more of the Clio minis. Austin does really like the bigger ones. And I could not find these last time, so I just bought 2 boxes of those so the older kids could have some too. But the kids don't like the bigger ones. They don't like the strawberry or the vanilla flavor. And honestly, they don't even care for the berry flavor in here. They like the cookies and cream one. So I got 1 box of these. Henry said he didn't really want them anyways. So these are mostly for the other kids. Jace will eat no matter what flavor. He don't care. So Jace will eat the mixed berry ones. And these are smaller. I don't like giving him one of the big bars. So we'll save the big bars for Daddy. And the smaller kids can have those ones. So $2.98 for these yogurt bites. And then we got some more of the 0 added sugar. Keto salted caramel almond. Me, Austin, and Henry all love these. And Jace, if Jace is awake when I'm eating one, he comes for bites. So, but these are really good. So this has basically been our ice cream, a little bit better for us than regular ice cream, but we still really like it. So I bought 2 boxes of those for $11.98 each. And then, okay, nothing else is cold. So I'm going to go ahead and put all the cold stuff away. Well, at least most of it, what I don't need to repackage. And then at some point, either today or tomorrow or afternoon or something, I am going to try to do a prep for the week with me where we get some of these veggies and meats ready and into the freezer and all. I also need to do some baking. So, but I'm going to put what I need to put away right now away. So we'll be right back. I think I forgot to show this. I don't think I did yet. I did get a big bag of the wings. Chicken, ready to cook chicken wings. Drumettes in flats. It's a 10-pound bag. And it is, I don't know how I missed it on here, $27.48. So we got that. And I was thinking we might have these sometime soon, but I actually am now contemplating. I realized I didn't think about what I want to cook for Thanksgiving dinner. We normally have here, not sure if we will or not, but I want to have some type of meat on hand. If we don't have Thanksgiving dinner, we'll wait another time. But I'm kind of thinking about doing wings, but I'm going to check with my husband about that. So we may eat these sometime soon. We may wait and eat them at Thanksgiving. We'll see. But so I got those, and I'm going to put them in the freezer and get one of the other things of meat out real quick because I completely forgot I wanted to keep one out. Okay, going to end off Sam's here. Let's see, to finish off Sam's, did that. I got a thing of Yum Yum sauce, which I think I'm going to use tonight. If I need to open this one, I'm not sure. I couldn't remember if I had another one in the cabinet or not, so I got another one. $6.88 for that. We also got, this. Last time we went to Sam's, we got some Quest chips for Henry to try. And Henry did like them. Austin said he'd eat them if they were the only kind. I didn't actually get to try one, but they are kind of expensive. Anyways, I saw these chips today, and they are very low carb. I think they're even more low carb than the other, just 2 grams carbs. So I asked Henry if he wanted to try these instead of the Quest ones. He said sure. So we got these Sonoma Creamery pepperoni pizza crisps. I think they're basically mozzarella cheese. Kraft baked mozzarella cheese. Mozzarella, uncured pepperoni, natural flavoring. It's got some other things in it, but that's mostly what it is. So we're going to try these. And these were $9.98. So about the same price as the Quest chips. So we're going to try those. And he got one other thing as well. I grabbed a bag of veggie straws. This was $6.98. I don't remember how that compares to the other veggie straws that I normally get from them, but I couldn't find them. But these ones are supposed to be healthier for you because they're cooked in avocado oil. So, and these were $6.98. 18 grams for 38 straws. I think that's about the same as the other ones as far as carbs go. I could be wrong. And then we also I got another thing of honey for making my peanut butter bars, which I also need to do this weekend. So it's a 3-pound thing of wildflower pure premium honey. I thought it normally says raw on it. Oh, maybe I didn't get the same one I normally get. $7.98 for that. It was the only one I saw though. And then my husband wanted to try, since I bought the wings, I told my husband to look at the sauces and see if they had one he thought he wanted to try. So he's going to try this one. I don't know if I'd like it or not. Maybe. I don't know. It says Japanese barbecue sauce. Bacon's brand. So he wanted to try that one. So we grabbed that. And I'll probably do some with mine, the Italian seasoning on it. That's how I like mine. I'll make some Italian dressing to put on some of them. $7.98 for that. And then I think when we do the wings, I think I'll probably just make some with teriyaki sauce on them because Henry loves teriyaki sauce on like everything. So that would get the kids to eat them probably. And then we got, last time we brought the Nuri brand, which came protein shakes in a can. I didn't realize till I got home that these ones aren't in a can. But Henry wanted to try a different kind. He likes those ones. He loves them actually. But he wanted to try a different kind. So these ones are cheaper than those. This is Members Mark protein shakes. Members Mark high protein nutritional shake. And there's actually more in this case. The other one comes 12 in a case. This one has 15 in a case. So if he likes these, they're cheaper and there's more in it. The protein is the same, and I think the carbs is about the same. So that was $21.98 for that. I thought it was cheaper than that. I could have sworn it had a markdown price on it. Oh, they were $3 off. It's down at the bottom. $3 off for that. So technically it was 18 something. Okay, we got another thing of the Lance variety packs. That works good for us for snacks. Me and my husband were talking about, we wish that they sold boxes of just this one, but Sam's does not. And I haven't found it anywhere else either with a box of just these. Well, Walmart does, but it's just a small box and I think it's more expensive. So we tend to get this one. Don't get me wrong, all of these crackers get eaten. Everybody here will eat any of these crackers. But this one is definitely a favorite of all of ours. So we wish it's cheaper to buy all the other flavors at Sam's. You look at them And you can get a case like this of just one flavor, and it's $4 or $5 cheaper than getting this case. But we want this one, and that's the only way to get it. So we got that, $11.98 for that. And then Henry wanted some pork rinds. So we got some pork rinds. So this will also be another kind of chip that he can have. And most of the other kids like them too. Henry goes through phases of whether he wants pork rinds or not. But he asked for them, so we got them. If he runs out of his desire for them before they're gone, then me and Ella will eat them. And Jace. $6.98 for that. And then the only other thing we got there was our Members Mark sparkling water. I just got one case this time. You might remember we got 3 cases last time, which was 2 weeks ago. And we still have most of the 3rd case left at the moment. We opened it like last night, I think. So we're going through about a case a week. So I just got one. Maybe I'll have to get another one next week, but I'm hoping not. So this was $10.68. And I got this one because, 1, it's cheaper. And 2, I love the black raspberry. Henry and I think Austin love the watermelon lime. We all like the black raspberry, but they try to save it for me if they know we're low. And then Ella and quite a few of them like the strawberry lemonade. Austin likes most of the lemonade ones. So this one only has 3 flavors in it, but it's got the black raspberry, which I love. So that ends out Sam's. I'm gonna move this stuff out the way, and then I'll show you all the rest of the stuff we got at Walmart, which is mostly not food. I think there's only one or 2 other things over there that are food. No, I got that wrong. There's more food things, but I'm gonna not put these away and then show you that. Okay, let's see if we can finish up Walmart now. Had to take a little break to take care of the baby. Okay, so none of this is, oh, yeah, I didn't show you these yet. We still got some food items here. Teriyaki bites. I bought, I do believe, 12 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and he ate 1. So I bought 12 of these teriyaki bites. They didn't even need the big bags in the back of the store. So we got 12 of the small ones up front. They had plenty. $4.97 for each of these. Expensive snack, but it's a good one for him. And Austin likes them sometimes too. I'm gonna come back to all those items. I got another bag of just the regular tortilla chips. These are mostly for me. Me and Austin eat these sometimes if I do refried bean dip or whatever. Which I've used up 2 cans that I had in there. All right, I got another box of the variety pack. We tend to have to buy this once a month or every other month. So $7.56 for that, mostly for the 3 youngest. Every once in a while, Austin or me will eat one. And then this is something new for us. That recipe book I was telling you about, I will try to show that to y'all maybe on another video. But it calls for a lot of recipes using pork panko crumbs. So I bought 2 of these. And now it does say you can just take pork rinds and grind them up to make your own. But if a lot of those recipes that required these look good, and I'm hoping we'll like them, so I wanted to buy actual pork crumbs. So we got panko crumbs. 2 boxes. These are the ones I brought. Pork brand artisanal fried pork rinds. This is just a smoked flavor added crumbs. So it looked like the most natural one, least flavored. They do have other flavors as well, but this is the one I bought because I guess if you were just breading it in, just like having chicken, just breading it that way, maybe some other flavors would be cool. But for some of the recipes I saw in there that I want to use these for, plus Henry's not big. Ella, Austin, quiet. Henry is not big on a lot of flavors. So This is hopefully going to make it so we can do things like chicken nuggets. There's also a bread recipe in there for to be used for sandwich bread. Requires this and cottage cheese and eggs, I think. Pizza crust, also those 3 things. So I'm really hoping we like a lot of those recipes. So we got 2 things of those. Those were $5.86 each. And that takes care of the food items. We also got another box of pull-ups. $19.97. Potty training not going quite as well as I would like, but we are making progress. Somewhat. It comes and goes. And then a lot of people needed some clothes. Starting with, let's start with the littlest. Little Jace needed some more pants. I probably got him too many, but they had some super cute ones. I liked this plain green. I thought these dinosaurs were cute. And then they had some little just bear heads. And vehicles, trucks, helicopters, airplanes. So all of those were really cute. And these were $4.98 each. So he probably now has too many pants, but that works for if I get behind on laundry or whatever. And then Austin didn't really need any, except for sometimes on potty training days we need some extra pants. So I did grab him a couple more pairs of jogging pants since they're out and they're nice. His were also $4.98 each. I got him plain blue, and then he also got some dinosaurs. They're different than Jace's dinosaurs, so that'll make them easier for me to tell who's whose. So 2 pairs for Austin, also $4.98. Oh, Jace is in 18 months, and Austin's are 14. Ella, I wanted to get Ella a couple pairs of jogging pants. She's got 2 pairs of jeans, a pair of khaki pants, and she's got several leggings. But there's some days she's running around the house. I'm like, oh my gosh, she looks cold. So I wanted to get her a couple pairs of jogging pants. I bought this pair. She don't like the color. She wanted pink or purple, which they had, but not in her size. They were either going to be too small or too big. So I told her we get one of these for now, and we'll try to find pink or purple next time we go. So she got one. She's in size small, 6. She has some other jogging pants that I put away in a tub because they were too big or too stretched out. I was like, she didn't like to wear them because they were always falling down. So, but I think these are going to fit, and she's wanting to go put them on now. I forget how much hers were. Hers didn't have it written on them, but I think they were $7.98 fleece pants. But that was the only one I could find in her size that felt warm. And then Henry needed a new pair of dress pants. He went through a growth spurt recently, but most of his other pants were just a tad too big already, but not his church pants. So he wore them last week, and I noticed they were coming up a little bit on his ankles. So we did look for some church pants for him, and we even had him try them on. So these did fit. He'll need a belt a little bit, and he was wanting a belt. He didn't like the fact that he didn't have any pants that needed a belt. So he has belt loops for these. So church pants for him, or I forget. Boys jeans, $14.98. They say jeans, but they're brown. He wanted black, but I couldn't find his size in black. Actually, he kept going for the faded blue ones, and I was like, I'm not doing faded blue jeans for church. If they were for around the house, I don't really care. But he mostly, so we got those for him. How much did I say they were? $14.98. He also Henry mostly needed long sleeve shirts for the winter. He has one. So for the last week, when it's been cold out, he's been rotating between that one, which is a Christmas one he got for Christmas last year. It's got Christmas lights on it. And his new Christmas pajama shirt. He's been rotating between the two of those during the day for the last week. I was like, I need to get you some more long sleeve shirts. Technically, he's got 2 that are dress shirts in the closet. He doesn't like to wear one because it's green and he doesn't like green. But I think they're getting too short anyways. So, got him some more long sleeve shirts. Just like this. Some of them have buttons here. And they didn't have red. He was highly upset about that. But I got him to pick 5 shirts. Which I guess he only really needed 4 with the Christmas one. But I got him to pick 5 shirts. These will fit him even longer than the Christmas one will. So we bought size large, 10, 12. And I think these are all Husky brand. No, some of them are Husky. Some of them are Wonder Nation. No, well, they're all Wonder Nation. But some of them say Husky and some don't. But they're all large, 10, 12. We got a plain blue. Brown with blue and white stripes. This one was his favorite, oddly enough. I was kind of surprised. I'm not a fan of these colors, but he liked it. And then this one. And this is the other one with buttons on the front. So this one will probably be a good one for him to wear to church. He can wear any of these to church. I wouldn't have a problem with it. These were all $6.48 each. Let me go check on the baby. Only other thing we got was I needed some warmer pants for the wintertime. I love those pants that I got. And I could probably still make them do for the winter if I doubled up, like wore a pair of other leggings underneath them. But I'm not a fan of leggings. So I was like, I think I need some jeans for the winter. So I have some jogging pants that I can wear around the house. So I grabbed me some jeans. 8 skinny. I tried them on to make sure they fit. I wanted the boot cut ones. I like the looks of those better, but they're too long. I don't understand why the difference between boot cut and skinny seems to be the length of the pant legs, because they were going to be way too long. And I was like, I went and tried these on, and they fit. They fit leg-wise much better, and they fit my waist. I took these and 10s because I thought I might need a 10, but no. 8 is where I'm at right now. So, unless that changes. But I got 2 black pairs. And I'm not a big fan of this color, but they didn't have a plain blue I like. So, I knew I needed to have more than 2 pairs of pants, and I didn't want all black. So, although I don't really know why, because it'd match everything, right? So, I got these 2 blues and 2 blacks for me, and they were $10.88. So, my pants cost less than Henry's. But that's everything we got. So, we spent a lot of money on clothes this time. We don't do that a lot. A lot of times for the kids, I just have hand-me-downs that they fit in. But I guess pants-wise for Jace, I didn't need as many pants. When Austin was in that size, it must have been a different time of year when Austin was in that size, because I didn't have very many for him. And I was like, I need a few more just to get me through laundry days. Because he's still at the phase where sometimes you have to change him a couple times a day. And then Austin is with potty training currently, same thing. And, well, Henry I am having to buy his clothes now because we don't have as many people that are giving hand-me-downs for him now. When he was little, I had a lot of people giving me hand-me-downs as their kids were finished with them, but most of those people that were doing that for me are now have littler ones than him. So they're just keeping them at this point. So I'm not getting many hand-me-downs for Henry right now. So we do have to buy him clothes, but these didn't cost a whole lot. That's not bad. They'll last hopefully for him and on through Austin and Jace. So that will save us money later on. I hate spending that much on me for pants when I just bought those other ones, and I love them. I will wear them again next summer. I may still wear them on warmer days here around the house, but I got to go somewhere. But I definitely needed some warmer pants for days when we have to go places I'm just not a fan of the way leggings feel on my legs for putting them under stuff, which is the problem I run into when it comes to wearing skirts. I would love to wear skirts more often. I like wearing skirts. Well, I go through phases, I guess. So I would love to wear skirts more often, but I find I tend to be more of a pants person. I like the way pants feel. So got me some pants for the winter. Got the kids some pants and stuff for the winter. I think we're good on jackets for the winter. I've already checked that. We're good on jackets. We got mittens a couple weeks ago. Well, I should probably get the baby another pair of mittens. He has one pair. If we lose it, we'll let it out in the cold. But when I was buying gloves for the other kids, I couldn't find any mittens, so I didn't get them yet. I'm going to have to keep an eye out for that. I forgot to look for those today. I think I need to get Austin some more coveralls soon. That may have to wait till next paycheck. He's got one pair of good coveralls, so I need to get him another pair. I'll make sure wash those ones this weekend so they're good and clean for him for next week. Between riding his bike and work, he's going to need another pair. So that's where we're at. We got a lot of groceries, a lot of meats. I'm going to use one of those things at chicken tonight. I think I'm going to go ahead and do hibachi. Yeah, I think I'm going to do hibachi tonight. So chicken for me and the kids. Austin may eat some of that. Or I'll cook him a couple of these jalapeno sausages. I need to get those repackaged. I'm going to do that tonight. I'm going to go ahead and make some rice so I can put it in the fridge so that we can have hibachi tonight. And I need to make flatbreads for church because tomorrow's communion day. So those are on the top of my list for what I'm going to do this afternoon. And I'm going to try this week to maybe record, if we get around to making some recipes out of that cookbook, I'm going to show it to y'all and record it. So that's everything we got. Here, let me tell you that grocery budget total again, in case you missed it at the beginning. So, well, grocery-wise, food-wise, we spent $528.39, but I did show you everything we got. But that was our grocery, what we spent grocery-wise. So, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll try to have some recipes coming out soon from what we try from that new book and anything else we try. I'll try to show you how I did the salmon bites the other week, last week, because they were really good. And we will catch y'all next video. Thank you for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. You say bye?